Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Resistance playthrough. In the last one we have unlocked Hydra language and Hydra technology. So now we are on the quest to interrogate the Hydra further, and we also need to research the alien origin. So the projects are already started partially, but we have other priorities to do. Most importantly, the crash training program here to get our sixth agent running when we have a decent one in our recruitment pool. We looked at this and they are terrible. So now we are going to just wait until April, until we get new ones, and then hopefully we can buy a better one. Also, we do have some stuff arriving on Earth in 2 months, and then we do have the big fight on Jupiter, which is happening in... Where's the... these two. Yeah. In 67 days now. So that's all happening roughly at the same time. Let's get there. Some ships are also finishing up here. I mean, I could consider... no, the shipyard will not survive. It's in 60 days. No, we have to just wait at what happens here before I queue up more ships, because we could put the resources instead into Mars, which is more important right now. Definitely more important. Yeah. Definitely. So all the nobles have to go into the Mars base to get us to 10k, to get the research off the ground, which is just more important right now because we are stuck on almost roughly 4k science currently. This is just not enough. We have to be quicker now, a lot quicker. So let's go and push into this direction. Okay, that dreadnought has arrived. Good for us, it's only the dreadnought and not the battle cruiser. For some reason that didn't merge up. The battle cruiser is in orbit around Callisto. Don't know why, but I don't think it doesn't matter. Because if we fight this, I don't think we do have a chance here. So let's see what we can do. We can first of all go behind the hab to have a bit of... I don't know, protection? Wouldn't call it protection though. What can we do here to win this? I don't like that the game is positioning the Marines which don't have a weapon behind. So it's always to protect the Marines, but one of the Marine ships here has missiles and I would like to have that in the front as well. It's this one here. Agamemnon for what? Yeah, that's a problem. And no, wait a second, it doesn't. Where's the Agamemnon? There's the Agamemnon. Could we... Yeah, we could switch them around, but this would only make things even worse. I don't want to be dispersed. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't change anything. Forward. Yeah. We need to get the Agamemnon forward, but I don't see how. That's the problem of the game setup here sometimes in the battle. I don't know why it puts them behind. That doesn't make sense at all. And this is maybe losing us the battle here. Don't ask me why. Can I not? Selecting two ships and I will swap the positions. No, you can't move that forward. Very sad. Can we do something like Chevron here? Yeah, it wouldn't change the positions though. Convoy doesn't change anything either. Back to line. Close. Does this one change anything? Doesn't change anything. This one neither. Great, so we can't change the problem that the Agamemnon is behind. So let's use what we got. Maybe we can accelerate the Agamemnon. I can't. It's just too bad. Yeah, it doesn't really accelerate at all. Because 4.5 milli-Gs is like nothing in the acceleration department here. So we just have to watch and see what they can do here. Getting screwed out over by the game is our fun here. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Acceleration is going up only very slowly. 660, 54, 5, 6. It's funny. It's inching closer, but it wouldn't make a difference here. Although the difference at the distance is very huge, if we have a bit of a better drive, that might be a thing we could do, but not in our situation. So now we just have to hope that something gets through here, through the point defense screen of the Dreadnought, but the Dreadnought has 6 defensive weapons and a mech battery. Nothing we can do here. It even has an ECM, so it might even block our torpedoes getting fired here. Yeah, something got blocked here initially, but could be worse. Let's see. This one is not firing currently. Yeah, some modules got blocked here. ECM, basically. So now we have to see if that is enough. I doubt it, but I will happily get convinced otherwise. Oh, this is depressing. The point defenses are too far away, and even if they would probably get lasered before they are even in firing range. So, yeah. We don't need to fight this. And now we're going to lose our Jupiter station here. Fun, fun, fun. I could try one thing. I have a construction module here. We could try, just for fun. Let's go to Ire. Because Ire has a very high noble metal base. Let's quickly make a base before we lose our Jupiter base and are gone forever. So like this. And now... I mean, this is just for fun now, but... Now let's... I'm not going to do the mining module. Due to the fact that I don't know if it will survive. So we're going to put the fission pile here. And then 2-point defense arrays. Let's see what happens. Maybe it will survive. But our station definitely will not. So... let's see. Oh, alien megafauna in Tokyo. Great. Togo, not Tokyo. Okay. There we go. Jupiter base is gone. Yeah. Oh, now they combined. Now we have 2 ships here. Ah, the Dreadnought is so deadly. I'm curious where they fly afterwards. Let's see what they do.
You found something.
Yeah, low-level bombardment. And bye-bye. Okay, they're flying to Dione, so they are not going to continue inwards into the solar system, which is good for us, though. But with that, our Jupiter plans are gone. Luckily, we didn't invest that much into it. It was just an attempt. I guess it's fine that we lost that. We got punished for it. And Wait a second, we still have research modules to do. Now let's get our research hub on mass scoring. With the new mission control, we have a little bit of leeway there, so that's good. And let's get this done. And other fleets flying towards us here currently. A bit of stuff flying to Earth, that's fine. They are going to bring a new agent. This one is also going to bring a new agent. These are not bringing an agent, but that's 1 year away. So we should probably continue making ships on... Okay, we do. On Mars and Earth. I also made a new ship design. The Tin Can PD. It's a point defense ship. This can shoot down torpedoes. Just in case we have a situation where the aliens bring torpedoes. I already had one of these situations where I lost 2 ships on the Earth fight. That's okay though. And I'm just going to get prepared for the future now. That 1 corvette cannot take out 1 or 2 ships from our side here. Or even more. If they want to. And now I think we can just move forward a bit here. And we could also consider what to do with our new mission control that's going to come in soonish. Not a mission control, but control points here. Probably are going to take more stuff here in the Caribbean. Like Jamaica here. We can do the Caribbean project. Oh, really? And we still need to take over these ones here. Honduras and El Salvador. For the invasions later on. But we could get started on the... Oh, it's called Caribbean community here. Would be possible. We can't go to war though because Jamaica can't declare war. We could try to get an army and then do this, but they can't make an army because they're too poor for an army. So that's also not an option. Which means we are left with peaceful unifications here. Which means I should get started on taking over these ones as well to then unify them peacefully here. Which is probably a good way to spend our control points here. We should also now check again because we are in May. Let's finish the mission phase. Because we also get new orcs here. Is there something with mining? Maybe? Give me mining, please. No. Nothing with mining. We can maybe get a... Do we have now a good agent? Operative. Not bad. 7 admin. Ethical, that's not good. Command 8, admin 4. This is the worst. Inflexible. Why are they all bad? Okay, I'm going to wait another month before I buy one.
Reporting in.
And... Wasn't there an alien activity somewhere? No, we took out the alien that crashed down here, so that's done. Yeah, but there are coming, more agents are coming that we are going to take out, so no mercy for them. And let's jump forward and build up mass further here. Okay, I just want to highlight the importance of mining organizations. So just now a new org got unlocked here and it will provide us with 4% more mining. Now we have to find someone where we can put it. That's of course an issue. But I'm sure we are going to find someone. For example, our new agent that we are going to recruit. I still didn't get a proper one here, so that's an issue. But
policy direction complete.
It's an issue that we can fix soonish. I have to wait until the 1st of July and then I'm going to make a decision.
With all due respect, there are only
because
two
we
things.
have to get started on something. Okay, now I'm going to finally do arrival sociology here, which I have delayed quite long, but I'm going to rush it through as well, so that we get some more Earth techs going that we urgently need. So I assume this one is going to, yeah, this is going to go for a rapid landing, so we cannot intercept it with our technology currently. That should be fine though.
Support.
Okay, we got
We're in
Haiti.
control here.
There we go. I'm taking over more of the Jamaica, of the Caribbean here, with of course the purpose that we can unify that long term. Here we go. And now I have to... Oh, they already are in space. Okay, that's good. In this case, go funding and welfare. Like this. Good. Okay. Let's get to July. And then we can hopefully buy some run. A new run. So we know it gets updated on the day after the first, apparently.
At your service.
So you will do this one
Taking
here.
control.
Oh, wait a second. You have to...
At your service.
Where was that again? Norilsk, that's Russia though. Right, yes. So you're going to do an investigation here. So maybe we can spot
Surveilling target area.
the alien agent immediately.
Ready for orders.
And you're
We
going
must
to...
persuade the people.
Your orders?
Oh, no, wait a second. We have to take Haiti. Yeah, let's
Putting
take
our
Haiti
people
here.
in place.
That should be important. And now confirm. Let's wait a
Initiating
day.
Surveillance.
Offering assistance.
There we go.
Lending
And
my
now
expertise.
let's check our recruiting pool again. Executive. Oh no, it's inflexible. Why is everything so bad? They have terrible stats here. Oh, there's the striver. Okay, we have to buy Terra here. There's no way around it. Because, although the stats are not that great, but striver is minus 20% on all experience costs, so that's perfect. Okay, it was worth waiting. But the stats here are not great, in my opinion. So, about 11 security. That's not bad. Confirm. Now we can put the... Oh, we don't have the money. Ah. I should pay more attention to these small details here. It means that I'm going to just heavily spoil the US for a second here. Until we have the cash. So give me the money. There we go, it should be enough. So Sarah going to get 4% mining. I think we're going to see that on the next mission phase here. Not immediate. No, it's going to get activated later. I have to think about what kind of orcs I want to have on her. And what kind of upgrades I want to do. Maybe I want to get rid of Paranoid. No, probably not. I think I'm going to just buy admin for now. That should be the most useful thing here. So that we can squeeze in more orcs. Now we need more money. But I'm also going to relax a bit on the orcs that I'm going to assign here. Although we could use the ones we have here just for the temp until we have more money again. So that would be totally fine. So we get a bit of knowledge bonuses, which is useful. And now, of course, we can go and scale down the investments again. And let's finish Alien Origin as well, but slowly. And we instead push Arrival Sociology through, because we're gonna need that. And now... Okay, more ships finishing for our defenses in case we need them. And now, of course, we have to trim down our spoiling again, else we are going to undo all the inequality that we just reduced in the US here. So... Also, I think we are almost done with Mars. Yeah, almost done now. So the Mars 8 here. Going to start with this is still a small one here. For some reason that sneaked through. And now 9,672. So we need around 30 nobles, 2 upgrades for the existing stations, and then we have 10k, and then we can get started on the research campuses. So perfect. Let me just jump forward a bit, and then we can get going on that. Okay, this mission phase is interesting for 2 reasons. First of all, we have reached the threshold. We have now Mars with 10,000 population here, which means we can build research campuses. Also, our new agent, Sarah, that we recruited, has protect target, which means we can now protect Felicia when she's trying to take out an alien agent, which is exactly what we want and need to do, because the second wave aliens here, which are arriving, or third wave even, will have more and more defenses. We can even see that here now, that the alien has 25 security, because the alien are now protecting them more and more. Our chance is only 11% for now. Even 7% here, that's even worse. Probably because there is a servant control point here, and they are helping them. But we are going to get a bit of investigation input there. And hopefully that will help us. Let's see. So we're going to do a repeat here.
Oh God.
And okay, yeah, ignore that. Come on. There we go, we get the information about it. So the chance goes up to 17%. Okay, that's still very unlikely. While this one is doing enthrall here. And we can see now that it has 3 times the salamander shock troops, which of course provide a lot of security against stuff. And the second wave aliens here also have 3 security on top from the trade, plus survivor, of course. And we're going to probably retry it again in the next phase.
Target neutralized.
Okay, okay, I'm lucky. Apparently we don't need to. So bye-bye. They of course don't like this, but we don't care anymore.
The people will come to our side.
So, but now we do have some nobles available. Now, this is going to be interesting now. Because we can now go to our modules here. I'm going to remove all the templates that we have. And we're going to make a new one here. So we want the research campus. Here we go. The research campus will cost us 15 water, 30 volatiles, 50 metal, and 5 nobles to build. It will not cost us any water or volatile upkeep because of our farm. And we are going to... It will, however, cost us 30 money and 1 mission control to use. And we are going to get 60 signs in return for this. It's going to be a lot. Now we can also restructure what we have here now a bit. So we do have currently 654 crew, which we once calculated to be roughly around that. So the hydroponics is still correct here. And we do have a bit of energy there. Because we could decide that we don't want the military science lab here anymore. We could instead go into a layered defense array. Let's calculate that out. So that we have at least... no, wait a second. That has a noble metal upkeep. Okay, let's rather go into defense. Into a defensive fleet to solve all that. So I'm not going to do the layered defense array. That's going to be... Yeah, no, let's not do this. Okay, we do have available 28 energy only. Plus 5 if we remove the head, the module. Okay, that's not a lot, it's only 33. Ouch. So from the research modules that we have, for example, the energy research module we can't make. Because this would all cost 40 energy. But life science, for example, would only cost 20 energy. But life science has to be in the orbit of Earth for the welfare bonuses. Materials would only cost 24. That's okay. Or we do the proper military research hub here That would be something we can do. Then we get a bit of a better bonus to military research here. And then we just do 5 stations with the tier 2 module. And then we have to consider what we do with the others. Space science has also to go into Earth orbit. That's something we have to adjust next episode as well. But basically, I'm going to get a handful of research labs going. So I'm going to save this template. And let's wait another day to get a bit more nobles here. There we go. Now we can apply this one. Upgrade the military science research at the military campus. And this should all be fine because they all follow the same template. So in the next weeks, I'm going to upgrade at least 10 of our stations here. I would say 10 minimum. Yeah, I think 10. And then we get 600 base research income. That's going to be quite a lot. And then and after I've made 10 of the research labs, I have to go to the Earth stations first and upgrade these ones to tier 2, which is like this one, for example. And therefore we can restructure all of our research stations on Earth as well, which is going to be a lot of manual work, and we do need a bit of nobles here, and I have to do it all by hand, so I cannot use the templates for this because the whole energy distribution is going to change when I upgrade to tier 2, and then I have to see how many new reactor arrays I have to make here to feed all that, and then I have to adjust the other hubs for this as well, which also means that we are going to have a downtime in research for 60 days or something while these research modules are going to be upgraded. And also what I'm doing currently is pushing into slag valorization, which is going to get us plus 15% noble metals, which will solve our biggest problem, which is nobles here. What we also need to consider now, because we do have a bit of mission control available now, and there will be more coming in the more of the Mars bases are going to be finished. There are still some which are still not even upgraded to an operations center. What we do with that? And the thing is that I still didn't go for the Helicon drive, which I should have done. But I delayed that because of the resource problem. So the Helicon drive would require us to go into high energy electromagnetic propulsion, which isn't that expensive, but we still need to do superconducting magnets, which are also still delayed for now. And currently we have 2 massive global techs ongoing, which is mission to Saturn and molecular assemblers here, because molecular assemblers leads to molecular benefication, which is also going to get us more noble income here. And I was considering to go after international development to go into integrated Earth space economy, which would unlock us more of those juicy mining orgs. However, I have to also balance in now that we do need better weapons. So I have to decide on something that shoots relatively soon. We are still somewhat in peace. We can see here that they are sending 5 colony ships to Ganymede now. They are going to heavily colonize that. And sadly, we don't have a fleet there. They're also going to Callisto. So this is really a problem now because they are going to reclaim Jupiter by force. But we can consider to do something about it. And we still can upgrade our Mars shipyard because it only has 2 space docks here. We should upgrade this to an orbiter now. Should have done that earlier though. And we can also, if we want to, we could use our mirror station here, which was designed to be used for the solar mirrors for Mars, which I still want to do later on. But Yeah, we don't have the resources for this currently. We should have pushed that harder earlier. That would have been more efficient. So even I am not playing perfect here, but... Yeah, that would have been nice to have the solar mirrors ready for all of this. We could use that for as another shipyard base if we want to. It would cost us a bit of nobles again, but we could squeeze out marines and more ships with torpedoes and alternatively with a railgun, or we just delay Jupiter further to see what happens and we just go for something proper. The weapons we could go for now is something like a railgun, a particle beam, this one, or we further go into laser. We already have the first laser project done. I'm somewhat considering that. So infrared combat lasers are done. Next step would be visible combat lasers and arc lasers. And then we would need the phased array lasers and in combination with that the UV laser tech. But all of that is very far away. But for arc lasers, we also need supercapacitors, which we need to get into, for example, coil guns and other things that we want. Though the supercapacitors are also a pretty good pick. So a lot of decisions that we have to make here. They also unlock the particle beam, so that's also leading towards the upgrades of the particle beams here. Decisions over decisions. I'm not sure. But at least we are going to skyrocket our research output in the next year, which is just far too late by now. I'm really not playing my best here. I was too greedy with the 25 Mars bases, but it's fine. We are going to make it work somehow. And for now, this has to be what we do. So I'm going to just speed ahead a bit and build up more of the research hubs here.
Next mission.
Okay, let's wrap up this episode with two technologies that are going to finish. It's going to be the Hydra interrogation, and then afterwards the alien origin immediately. I prepared this, so then we can also talk about what's going on here and what we are going to do now. So let's do this. Hydra interrogation project. Because the Hydra spoken language is so simple and complex factors such as meaning and tone spring primarily from olfactory emissions, it has taken incredible time and patience to divine useful meaning from our captive's multi-sensory declaration. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, of course. Each unfortunate dead end our questioning reach has only granted greater insight into the alien's strange language. After countless such stumbles, a discourse of sorts has been established.
Our interrogation of our captive has yielded critical information, Commander.
As the interrogation began, the atmosphere in the room was tense. Many of our personnel believed that the Hydra simply would not respond. It was surprise and relief that we saw that our senses were picking up parasite activity. As it turned out, the Hydra was quite willing to speak, though whether it can be considered cooperative is another matter. The full transcript of the interrogation is attached. Translator's note: subtext and emotion in the Hydra language are primarily conveyed by parasites. We have indicated the emotional state of each statement with curved brackets. Where exact information is not possible, we have used asterisks to indicate our best fit approximation. Some terms are unfortunately entirely incomprehensible and are marked as untranslatable. We believe these to be proper nouns or technical terms for which our language has no equivalent. So, query: reveal name self-species. Suspicious cautious species known as individual called all true Hydra share membership in defense consensus. Reveal origin species. Defined evasive edge of star system. Astronomical body origin resources necessary for successful project completion is inevitable. Acts of untranslatable are forbidden. Wild species must be kept at safe separation. Access to gate by wild species is forbidden. Release now. At this point, the Hydra became agitated and refused to answer further questions. Okay, we are going to go into their purpose now. Okay, there's something else getting unlocked. Okay, we already got their purpose. That's interesting. And now we go into their origin and finish this one as well. To get this one done as well. Ooh, more stuff is done. Ooh, we got the mining base finally. That was a long wait. Now we have 80 nobles income. That's going to speed up everything significantly.
Offering counsel.
Okay, orbital core for the Mars shipyard is done. We're going to use that as well in a second. Or maybe next month. Okay, alien origin. There are a multitude of theories about the aliens, where the aliens hail from, running the gamut of plausible to absurd. Maddeningly, our further study of alien debris cannot quite be said to rule out anything. Judging by the isotope ratios of lead and some other elements, most of it seems to originate from our solar system. Or far less likely a star system of identical age to ours. While small amounts do not seem to be of local origin and some are entirely unknown to us, thus though our visitors do have an industrial scale presence within the solar's orbit, they almost certainly did not begin here.
Our forces have won a crucial victory, Commander.
Okay, we now get the delayed salvage alien warship objective. Our exposure to alien technology at the crash site did not prepare us for the sight of true alien warship. Though the warship shares design similarities to the infiltration vessels, its scale is awe-inspiring. Even so, salvage teams reported a number of humanizing instances, hastily patched hull, jury-rigged conduits, and other field fixes. For all the technology, the aliens are still susceptible to equipment failure. They are not gods. One detail that surprised us during our examination of the wreck was the absence of dead aliens. Further examination, we have concluded that despite its size, the warship appears to be manned by an extremely small crew. The ship is heavily automated, with the main function of its crew being to repair battle damage and keep systems online. Our working theory is that these crews were all working in a priority target system during combat and were vaporized or spaced when those systems were struck by our weapons. Of course, the main purpose of this operation was not to gather intelligence, but to acquire alien alloys, a goal which I'm pleased to say we have now accomplished. The same mysterious alloys that we have seen before are present in significant quantities throughout every system and structure of the warship. From the silver conduit wiring to its massive ablative armor plates, shipments are already en route to our research division for analysis. Now, basically, we have done the quest a bit in the wrong direction. We are finally in a position to research the extrasolar alien materials, which we have designated as exotics. The project may be a dangerous one, and though we have taken some precautions, the very nature of working with an unknown substance means we must accept certain risks. Despite the danger, we have no shortage of volunteers. The men and women who unlock the secrets of these materials will go down in history books. And in doing so, we finally give us the ability to match and overpower the aliens in space.
Commander, we've pinpointed their base in the solar system.
Okay, we have significantly extended our ability to watch and gather intelligence on our further reaches of our solar system, and in the process we have discovered a number of alien HABs, artificial habitats, in the Cooper Belt. It seems our visitors have been here for some time. Observation of the alien apps, along with the re-examination of older telescope imagery taken before the alien arrival on Earth, has provided a much clearer picture of local alien operations. At some point in the last several years, the aliens built their HABs and launched a ship that crashed down on Earth. Given that A, it seems impossible that complex life could evolve in the frozen outer reaches of our solar system, and B, the alien ship appears to be partially constructed from material of extrasolar origin, we believe that the aliens have arrived here from another star system. We have three leading theories as to how they could have accomplished this. They traveled to our solar system via a slower-than-light interstellar spacecraft. Such a craft would be, in all probability, be very large. It would require huge quantities of energy for propulsion and life support, and might have well taken generations to make the journey. We have thus far seen no evidence of such an alien mothership. The aliens or their ancestors arrived long ago and have been recently awakened from hibernation, or they have been constructed somewhere from raw materials. We have currently no explanation for how this might be possible. The aliens have developed some means of faster of light transport, such as an Alcubierre drive or traversable wormholes. While this theory might seem fanciful, the possibility of long dormant aliens in the outermost region of our solar system seems equally unlikely. Our imagery analysts have also identified a structure on the alien surface base emitting high unusual energy readings that do not appear to match any known form of power generation. Once again, our research has left us with more questions than answers, but evidence suggests that the alien HABs represent a key part of the logistic network. If we intend to oppose their operation, their HABs should be a primary target. Good, so we can now go into their purpose. which is a further interrogation. I think I'm going to just let one of the alien projects run all the time with like 2 priority here. But now we have to do some other things like this lag valorization, but also going into weapons now. Because we need something better than a torpedo if we want to survive long term. But there's one thing we are going to do here now. And that is we are going to relax a bit. Our Jupiter endeavor has failed. Although we are still at over our hate capacity for the aliens, so they will attack us. We can still do less aggressive things for now. They are most likely sending new agents towards Earth. Probably this one, I would expect, is an agent as well, which is arriving in 240 days. And yeah, this one is definitely an agent. So we are going to let this happen. And meanwhile, we are going to continue building up Mars here, which is the highest priority for now. And build more research and everything, because that we can translate into a better drive later and in better weapons. Because ideally, we get quickly to a better ship, like the Helicon drive-based ship, and with something laser-based as a weapon, or a railgun, or both. Ideally both. And then we have to eventually break into fusion, which we have to start soon, because the first tech with 50k is going to be massive. And we are going to need energy research bonuses for that, which we still lack. But that's something we can do. For example, what I want to do is to use our asteroid bases here when they are finished. Both of them are finished. That's good. And then we can use those to make energy labs here. So that's something I want to do. We could consider starting that right now. So we can do 1, 2, 3 for now. And let's remove the filter for science here. All, there we go. No, all, here we go. Then we upgrade to a farm, of course. And we have to do some fission reactor arrays here. There we go. We should definitely put some layered defense arrays on this base. Solely for the fact that this is going to be in hostile space. Or we cannot have a fleet to defend it. So at least one has to be here, because ideally I also want to make an operations center here. There we go. But I'm not going to do a nanofactory here. And now we see we do not have enough energy. But if we do a fission reactor array here, then the space will have enough energy, and then we can repurpose this slot when everything is done to do something when we also upgrade the outpost mining hub eventually. So this is something we can do. So this will now have 3 research centers, which are providing 30% research. 30%. And then we can go into the asteroid base here, the other one, and pretty much do the same. But we don't have the resources right now. Which means I'm going to do this next episode. I'm going to put up more research bonuses here. And then we can solve the energy from there. Because as we saw, our design here is not able to feed an energy research lab because it costs 40 energy and we don't have that after the remnant design here. Instead, we can put something like the military science research center here. We can also put the material research center here, which we don't need on Earth either. And we can also... these are all going to be on Earth, so I'm not sure what else we are going to put there. Information has to be on Earth, space has to be on Earth, casino has to be on Earth, material military can go there, life science should be on Earth as well. Okay, it's energy on the asteroids and the other ones will be on Mars. And then we have to see if we maybe do some additional research for materials, for example, because we are going to have a lot of materials and military projects, for example, so that we go over the 50%, which will be kept to a certain degree. The question now is the Skunkworks also 40 energy? Only 30. So can we squeeze that in? I have to investigate that. I have to ask myself that question. If we do this, it was 50 here. Now it's only 28. So it's not enough. No, wait a second. 312. That's 28, but we are going to remove 5 here. So it's 33, which would allow to squeeze another skunkwork in. Oh, that's nice. So we can make some bases on Mars with a skunkwork instead, therefore getting us project percentage bonuses. We are already at 127, but with adding more on Mars, we are going to go up, and we can finally remove some orcs like this one, which is getting us project bonuses, which we no longer need. So these two, for example, can go, this one can go, and we can replace it with organizations that give us flat research bonuses, like this one here, which is much better, or we can even go into knowledge bonuses like the Zeus Foundation here. But that's going to be in the next episode, where we are going to see a massive increase in science from the research hubs that we are going to make here on Mars now. That's going to be great. So leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.